You're sitting across from Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right hand, in a quiet Omaha diner. He leans in and says, to really win at life, you need 1,000 tools in your brain, not just one hammer. But what are those tools? Why do most people struggle with just one way of thinking? That's where the great mental models kicks off, and trust me, it's much bigger than you think. Most folks attack problems like a kid with a hammer. But have you ever tried building a house with only that? Let's see why mental diversity changes the game. Charlie Munger famously said that having a variety of mental models is like owning multiple tools in a toolbox, not just a hammer. When Buffett faced complex investment decisions, Munger pointed out that layering perspectives, economics, psychology, math turned messy guesses into powerful bets. This story comes straight from Omaha, where they brewed their wisdom over decades of lunch meetings and reading. Imagine you're fixing a car engine with only a hammer. It won't work because the job needs screwdrivers, wrenches, and diagnostic tools. One mental model alone distorts reality. For example, using just economics misses psychology's hidden quirks. The book calls this the man with a hammer fallacy, where your brain forces everything into the shape of its favorite tool, often with disastrous results. When you upgrade your thinking toolbox, suddenly decisions clarify. You begin spotting patterns others miss. The payoff? Better problem solving in life, work, and even your relationships. It's like going from a blurry black and white TV to 4K color. Details once invisible become obvious and your results jump. You're no longer trapped in mental ruts. Here's a mind bender. Instead of thinking forward, what if you reverse the problem? This trick might just save you from unseen disasters. At a nuclear plant in 1979, engineers faced a terrifying meltdown. Instead of just pushing forward fixes, they flipped the problem. What would cause failure? Listing everything that could go wrong forced them to see hidden dangers. This inversion mindset saved the day and changed safety protocols worldwide, transforming panic into control. Inversion is basically detective work for your life. Rather than focusing solely on what you want to achieve, ask what to avoid at all costs. Think like Sherlock, tracing the crime backward. This mental model transforms problems by highlighting obstacles that forward thinking misses, reducing blind spots and surprises. Once you apply inversion, life's decisions get sharper, from investing to health. Instead of blindly chasing goals, you identify traps and sidestep them. The bonus? You often find shortcuts you never noticed before, because sometimes avoiding the wrong is easier than chasing the right. It's a paradox that changes your mental map entirely. Confession time: we all pretend to know more than we do. But what if knowing your limits was the smartest move you could make? Warren Buffett credits much of his fortune to this simple rule: stick within your circle of competence. That means investing only in businesses he deeply understands, avoiding the siren calls of complex tech or fads. This self-awareness kept him profitable while others lost billions chasing unfamiliar ideas, proving humility's power in finance. Your circle of competence is like a spotlight in a dark room, illuminating the exact area where you can safely operate. Step outside and you're blindly guessing, prone to mistakes. The principle is straightforward. Expand this circle slowly, do the work, but never pretend to know what you don't. By respecting your limits, you transform doubt into strategic advantage. You no longer gamble with your energy but invest it where payoffs are real. This mindset doesn't show weakness, it's the smartest form of self-discipline. Imagine the relief in not chasing every shiny idea but focusing on mastery instead. Remember that quiet moment with Charlie Munger? He's right, relying on one hammer leaves you blind to a world of nails, screws, and bolts. Start today by adding just one new mental model, maybe inversion or your circle of competence. Try flipping a current problem upside down and see what you discover. The right tool doesn't just fix, it transforms how you see everything. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.